Alright, we are doing a review between, well, a comparison video between the G4 and the Proto Reflex 2012.
We're going to start out with the packaging. So with your G4, you pretty much got one piece of padding on top to pack your G4. You got your G4, you have padding, put your G4 in, you have your barrel, and you have your padding for your barrel and your Allen keys and everything else that comes with the gun. It comes with a good color manual. I don't have any of this right now because I've used it for a while. Really, really nice color manual.
Yes.
It comes with Allen keys and any spare O-rings you're going to need to maintain your gun. It comes with a couple stickers, and that's pretty much it.
The Reflex comes with a paste to hold your barrels, like right here. You take them out, two-piece barrel. Also compatible with the die UL and the boomstick. Also comes with a nice colored manual right here. A warranty card and a
Reflex rail,
parts kit, and of course the Reflex rail.
So first we're going to talk about the barrels. I think we're going to go ahead and give the barrel to the Reflex rail because it's pretty good. I mean, it's up there. It's really accurate. So it's probably the better of the two, but the G4 barrel is actually really nice. For the price of the G4, the barrel is a really nice barrel for the price of the gun. I mean, it's straight, and you most likely won't need another barrel. So
the reason why I say this barrel right here is better because it is a two-piece, and it's also compatible with the. If you think it's too heavy or you're not liking it, you can switch it for the die UL or the boomstick.
It's also really light. It's a lot lighter.
Really light.
It's got a lot thinner metal on it than G4 does.
It's two-piece. Alpaca thread. Alright.
Both auto pocket thread.
Yes.
Next thing we're going to do is the feed necks. Both toolless clamping feed necks. Both really nice, so it'll fit any marker on any hopper on the market. The thing that's different is the G4 actually has like teeth in here to hold your hopper from moving around.
This one just clamps on, squeezes on.
The Proto rail doesn't. And I think the G4 is a little bit smaller, but they're both really nice.
This one just doils around. I don't know why it does, but it doesn't do that while you're playing. When you tighten it down, it stays still.
Next, we're gonna go ahead and do the ASA. For the price of the G4, I mean, you buy like a Revi or Revi or whatever you want to call it. It comes with the same ASA as the G4. Really, really nice ASA. No resistance whatsoever. It's really, really nice.
Probably one of the best ASAs I've ever seen on the market because it's just a little flip thing. This one right here, it's a really good ASA. It's a little, it's like it's like barely eternally, a little just like done on. You know, here's just a flip, done, flip. So easy, so easy, so easy. Just this one right here. It's a really good ASA, but that one right there is just simple.
And they both. This one takes direct mount and dovetail rail ASAs.
Rail, as you can see, there's a rail on the body right there.
Next, I guess we're gonna go ahead and with the trigger. The triggers, it really depends on what you like. Like if you like the scythe trigger or the rake trigger. I mean, they're both really nice triggers, both really light. G4, most people say it has a 3-point adjustable trigger, and right there, but the silver screw is actually to take the trigger out. You've got your two black screws right there that adjust it, and you have two screws in the trigger frame that adjust it. You got one on your trigger and one right above your trigger to adjust it. So it's technically a 4-point adjustable trigger, so you can get the trigger just how you like it. The trigger on the G4 is actually really, really good for semi-automatic play, but
this trigger right here is adjustable through here and through the top part also. I am a ramping person, so I prefer to be able with my hand and one ball it. I mean, one finger it, but if I ever go to semi, I can get a 16 on it. Really nice trigger. I heard some bad things about it, but I was surprised from what I got from the reviews that I've heard about this gun. On the trigger, the trigger's perfect. Now, we're going to go back. Now, next we're going to go to the regs. This has a Hyper 3 reg. I forgot what version it is, but it's a version lower than what the DMs have. But it's still a really nice reg because it is still a Hyper 3 reg. The same kind of reg that the DMs use, just a version lower. I think it's the V2 or the V1. One of the two.
This is just a stock reg that comes with the G4. It's really air efficient, a lot more air efficient than you'd think. I mean, this gun is, for the price, outplays a lot of guns that you can get out there for $500-$600. I mean, it's really small. The size comparison, G4 is a little bit smaller than the rail. The rail's still a pretty small gun. The G4 is lighter,
hands down. One of the lightest markers in the market.
The one thing I don't like about the Proto rail is how the reg, you can't really get your thumb in there, but the G4 is... Another thing about the G4 is if you walk, sometimes the trigger frame isn't too big, so your fingers might hit it, but I mean, I've never had a problem with it. It just depends on how you walk.
And this has the UL trigger frame, which is on all the DMs and the NTs, so you have all this room to walk the trigger. And it's the UL frame, so it's lighter also, and it also conforms to the hand due to the hourglass frame right here.
Yes, the rail, right where your thumb sits right there, it feels really good. A lot better than the G4 does, because the
flatness.
You can see it like conforms to your hand, and the G4 is just like just a line. So I mean, this one feels a lot better in the hands, like on the back grip, but I feel like the G4 feels a lot better like in the front, like the foregrip, like the reg. A lot easier to hold.
Unless you play like I do, you grab the top. That's just how I play.
Next thing we're going to do is the bolts. The G4 actually has a O-ringless bolt, so you won't really get any, or you can't get any. You won't get any broken O-rings in your bolt. So you can see there's a rubber bumper right here, and some people have problems with bolt stick with the G4s. All you have to do is, as soon as you get it, lube it up. It says to use thicker lube, but the thicker lube does not work very well. I recommend thinner lube, like Eclipse gun oil works really well on it. And the only O-rings you have are on your back cap. You have an O-ring right there, and an O-ring right under that. Really low maintenance gun, really small bolt. I mean, this is your bolt system. Right there, that's all it is, compared to this. It's about half the size. So
this is the Reflex's bolt system. I've compared this with my friend's NT, and surprisingly, they sound and shoot and feel the exact same, which is really funny. And the only difference, in my opinion, between this and the NT is the spacers, which is kind of weird because you're paying. How much do NTs run? They're expensive compared to this. Okay, it shoots the exact same. The only difference, the only difference is really the ASA and the reg with the NT, and this right here. This is the can. Let me take this off. Can. Here's the actual bolt over here. Comes up forward and back.
How many O-rings are on that bolt?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
0.
Compared to the 0. But with the smoother version of this and the no bolt stick, I prefer this one. So I haven't never lubed it yet, but I've only owned it for three days. But still. And it is quiet. Well, and also another problem is the rail's bolt is a pain in the butt to take out and put in. So like take it in and out, you just have to take a squeegee and just jam it out. Taking it in, you have the milling inside is really funky. You have to take a giant Allen key and just push it in there. Also, when you're taking out the bolt of the rail, if you twist it too much, I'm giving them a tip. If you get a reflex rail, if you turn the back cap too much, the back cap will unscrew, and you have to actually then you actually have to take it out and push with the fingers. Next.
I guess we're gonna go ahead and do the boards next. The Dangerous Power board, nothing special, no LED or anything, but it's got it's just one button. You hold it, turns on, eyes off. That's pretty much all. To set the modes, it's kind of similar to a Virtue board. All you do is hold the trigger down, turn it on, and then in the manual it tells you all the different things. It's got 4 different modes. It's got semi-auto, ramping, NXL full auto, and Millennium. So, I mean, that's pretty much all you need in a marker, because you're not really going to use anything else.
Yeah. My board is, hold on right here, it turns on, it shows the light right here, so you don't actually have to look over here to check for the eyes. You just look at this little right here. Eyes off, you press this little bottom button right here. It'll begin to blink, as you can see right there. Eyes off. Changing the modes, you have to take apart the grip frame, like his. You do it just by changing this. And it is a dip switch, but changing the firing, the fire speeds, like the rate of fire, there's 45 different rate of fires, like 15.15 specific, like really specific rate of fires.
The G4 only goes. You can go from 5 BPS to 35 BPS, but you can't do like 0.5 or anything. So, but. And
then it has the same exact firing modes: semi, full, NXL full auto, Millennium ramping, and PSP ramping. And you can't change the activation points like the Tadeo board I have in my mark or anything like that. The detents on this right here. Just take them out, put new eye covers in it. It works just fine. Although I bent mine on accident. Like I was too rough on mine and bent it. Just be soft on yours. But yes, his you have to unscrew the whole eye covers, etc.
You just unscrew it. I mean, it's got your eyes and it's got your detent. They're pretty easy to clean. I mean, all you gotta do is take a Q-tip, swab around in there. That's pretty much it. So overall, they pretty much equal out, which is a little bit. I mean, it just depends on what kind of feel you like, or how big you like your gun, or how light you like your gun. It's kind of sad that the G4 is like $299 and that's like $499.
Yeah, when it comes to packaging, a warranty, a 2-piece barrel, a manual, etc. Like it has the UL frame, all this stuff. It's a really good gun, but it's
probably the best gun you can get on the market for the price.
For entry level, yes. Dangerous Power is really good with that. But you also
and if you want to go up to a $500 gun, they have their FX Fusion, which is really nice. Comes with an OLED board, a swivel trigger.
The most annoying OLED board in the world.
Most annoying OLED board in the world.
I hate that thing.
The Reflex rail is also a lot quieter than the G4. The G4 is a little bit on the louder side.
Yes.
It's not super loud, but it's not.
It's
super
quiet. It's not loud, but it's not quiet. It's like in the middle range, and if you dry fire it, you'll have your ears hurt because it's loud. Another thing is the bolts. The main difference between the reason why that has bolt stick a lot because it's O-ring. This one does not have bolt stick. I've never had bolt stick.
If you put like a thicker lube, like
DP40,
the DP40 they recommend, it will get bolt stick. What I recommend is Eclipse gun oil. It works really good. That thinner oil, it works really good, and you will not have bolt stick at all. I mean, I played with it for like a month, and then I got bolt stick real bad. I purchased some DP40, put it on there, and had the same thing. And I put some of the Eclipse gun oil on there that came with my Ego, and it works flawless. I've lubed it like 3-4 times, and has not had bolt stick. It also helps a lot when as soon as you get it, you put some lube on it. Because if you dry fire it, then it'll wear down your bolt, especially because it's O-ringless. It'll just rub on the metal on the inside and wear it down if you don't lube it good when you first get it. So.
Also, just summing up, if you can't afford like if you want nothing fancy, just a cheap way to get in, but performs amazing. Like this versus the Mini, this hands down. Mini, loud, not smooth. It's butt ugly. The grip frame is like.
I would say if you have like $500 to spend, and you don't have a good tank or you don't have a good hopper, to get a G4 and then get a good tank and a good hopper. But if you have like a rotor and a 6845 tank carbon fiber, then go ahead and get one of these because this is the better choice. But if you're on like a little bit of money crunch, these G4s are awesome guns for the price.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm Ben and that's Trevor, and
that is our review on the G4 comparison video on the G4 and the Reflex.
Thanks for watching, and
subscribe.
Look for a Bob Long Mark review, a Ego 9 review, and a Bob Long Mark and Ego 9 comparison video. So thanks for watching.